So here's the comp that I just showed you with the playback, and I'm going to be using quarter notes as my rhythmic figure for my comp. So I use the exact same voicings. Now, you may have heard on the organ track, you might have heard a different note on one of the chords, and that's an extension note, and I'm going to talk about that in another lesson. But for the most part here, you want to just focus on trying to play quarter notes very steady and evenly, and just use those shapes. And again, in the case of all these chords that I'm playing over this progression, I'm not using a root note. None of these have root notes in them. That's G7 without the root, so it's just a diminished triad. This is a fragment. It contains two triads, but it still has that forbidden interval. And so I've got this happening here for my C9, but I have no C in there. And the same thing is true for this. E7 flat 9, there's no E in there. A minor 7, there's no A in there. And then the D7 flat 9, which is just a whole step down from the E7 flat 9, has no root. The reason that I'm showing you this is because in the case of playing and comping in jazz especially, the root note is the least important note that you need to play. And if you can start to play these little shapes without the root note, and you can hear the chord as it's supposed to be, it's really going to help develop your ear and help you to become a better comping player. And that's what we want to be able to do. Plus, it allows you to see that from those notes that I'm playing in my comp, I can directly start to solo based on those same notes.